so now that I've got the bed rails off and the fenders off, now I'm down to just the frame and the wood support decking for the bed. And I'm going to rip the homemade tailgate off because that's going to go away into the trash. And then all I've got left to work with here, really shape-wise, is these beams that go straight forward and back right here, and they've got this curve. So most likely, instead of purchasing these new, because they do make them and I can buy them, I kind of want to make them by hand. You know, my father passed away recently and he was a master woodworker, and I learned a lot from him, so I can do a pretty good job on these. So I think it'd be kind of a nice little tribute to him to be able to make these myself. Not hard, real easy. Not saying it's difficult. Just be good to do. And then obviously there's planks that will go in the cross members. And I've got, like, I suppose a few of them here that are not too cracked and damaged that I can template from. A couple of interesting spots I'm going to have to check out on someone else's truck, but it does look like this piece here is split. I'm assuming that's where the gas tank filler tube comes through the fender, if I'm not mistaken. So I assume that's what that is. Have to get all new hardware, of course. These are all rusted and crappy. So what I'm going to do today is go ahead and start taking these cross members off, all this wood, so that I can use it to make new pieces. And then next up is pulling the motor. As you saw in a different video, we got her started for about 5 seconds, but now I've got the motor all ready to pull out. I've got the bolts that hold the motor together. It's pretty interesting. This motor's only held in by 6 bolts from what I can tell. There's 2 bolts right behind this exhaust manifold, right back in there, and then on the other side. And then there's 2, see if I can get to it real quick here. There's that bracket right there, that orange bracket. And there's a bolt that holds it down right there, and one on the other side. So that's it. 6 bolts hold this entire motor up, which is pretty interesting. So I'll film that when I get to it. We're gonna pull that out probably in the next week or so. And then the rest of the truck will sit here like this throughout the winter while I'm working on rebuilding the motor, building these frame pieces, or these bed pieces, doing more body work, trying to get more and more body work done throughout the winter. It'll be a good time to really just kind of buckle down and knock that stuff out. If I'm lucky, I'll get to a point where I can yank this cab off and start body working on it. And once I get the cab off and these running boards, then I'll be ready to take the well, of course I need to take the axles and transmission and all that stuff out, but try to get it down to the bare frame as soon as I can, hopefully by next summer, so I can have the frame sandblasted. And that'll give me a better look at any deficiencies or cracks or twists or anything in the frame that need to be repaired. But moving along pretty good. So what I think I'm actually going to do is I'm going to try to take this entire frame, the wood frame, off as intact as possible, because I I think that way I'll be able to recreate it more accurately. So I've got to get these big carriage bolts out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. And some of them are really locked in there, so I have to cut some of them off. Whew, got her off. Down to just bare frame. Nice. Some of these were a booger to get, but I think there's some padding that has to go in. Finally, my first look at the actual frame. I think we've got some repair to do there. She's stripped down finally. Clean flatbed now. A really nice guy I met gave me some of these bumpers because I thought I was missing them or that they were damaged, and it looks like that one's bent a little bit, but they're not missing. So I guess I can offer those back to him or pass them on to the next guy if that's what he prefers. Be only right for me to do the right thing like that. So good, I'm glad I got that. Now I can work on recreating this all the wood. So that's that.